Yo bros, Wii2PLAY, been to Brushworks of YouTube. I haven't shaved yet, but I kinda want this video to be as raw as possible. Don't worry, I won't waste too much of your time. First off, I just got this. He is adorable. I have no name for him yet, but I got a Lechonk plush. It's actually my second Scarlet and Violet Paldea Pokemon, next to Koraidon, which I got for Christmas from my brother, Koda, basically. I just call him Koda. Anyways. There is much to kind of talk about, but there's also stuff that I can't mention. What I want to talk about the most right now is yesterday, and how many plans for yesterday and the week following yesterday did not pan out. I don't know if you guys saw my Goat Simulator video. There's actually two different ones. One is on my Wii2Stream channel, where I just play Goat Simulator. And I talk about how I really don't like April Fool's Day. I'm not going to go into specifics because I had already mentioned that. But I feel like there is too much toxic things happening when it comes to that day that involve me or my audience. Where in the end, I'm just not happy either way. When I think of April Fool's Day, I think of just fooling around, I guess. There's another way I could put that. But basically, I have suddenly been dedicating my channel on April Fool's Day to playing really stupid games or games that are meant to frustrate me, but in a fun way that would be entertaining to other people. One of the first videos I made that was outside of Nintendo content was I Wanna Be the Guy. A game that my brother that I just mentioned, Koda, decided it would be funny if I played it. And I recorded my reaction and I enjoyed it unironically. Even though it was painful. It was funny to watch myself go through this. Goat Simulator is another game that I really enjoy, and it's just humorous. It's just humorous to play it, to see what happens. Granted, the longer I play something, the more, I guess, unconnected I get from it. The more I just kind of get used to it or something like that. I don't know. But I think it's funny to play games I've never played before that I know are going to test me in some way. Where it's my patience or my sanity. I decided for the first time ever, after watching several content creators, including Peanut Butter Gamer, do this, I was going to play Super Mario 64 Chaos Edition. And I did it. The thing is that it's barely on my channel. You're watching Wii2PLAY. You have to understand. You have to go to the main homepage of Wii2PLAY to know I have multiple channels. And I uploaded Super Mario 64 Chaos Edition, 3 episodes, plus a stream I made yesterday. You have to find it on one of those channels. Because I am so afraid that I'm going to upload something to my main YouTube channel, or to one of my other YouTube channels that just shuts down all my channels altogether. This is my life. I am not getting paid for it, but this is what I'm banking my life on. It's just making these fun YouTube videos. They're not always going to be entertaining. They're not always going to be funny. And sometimes they'll paint me in a bad light. But this is what I have. This is the only thing I can do. I tried to work at one point, and the system the government is under literally messed me up. Not physically, just financially. Like, they were taking more money out of my paycheck than I was earning. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not letting these people have their way while I'm exhausting myself working 9 to 5. So, I'm not going to go into that. I want to get into the fact about April Fool's Day and how I had a whole week of ideas, more or less, that I was going to do on the channel. Games that you have not seen me play before, or haven't seen me play in a while. One of those games I literally downloaded before the eShop closed down, saying to myself, well, even though I saw someone else play this game at one point, I think it would be funny if I decided to play this game. But you know what happened? You know what happens a lot of times? I try to push a bunch of plans onto my channel. I shut down. I absolutely shut down. I thought, I just not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to try to push myself to play these silly games. Now, I did do Super Mario 64 Chaos Edition, and I did do Goat Simulator for a very, very long time. I also did Goat Simulator 3, which was my first time playing the game. You can find that on Coen Bros, the YouTube channel. Highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun until it started to drain me, but we still had a great time. But there is stuff that I should have put up last week that I said I was going to do, and I had plans to do it. I wanted to play the sequel to I Want to Be the Guy. I've been wanting to play that sequel for a while, and since I got stuck on that stupid Tetris thing on I Want to Be the Guy, I thought, well, since I'm to a point where I'm not even sure I can get that farther into the game, why not try myself playing the sequel? It's like, I have plans. I have things I want to do. I have things I know I need to do. But it's just life in general. Here's the thing. My walls are barren. There is nothing behind me. But I have a whole box of pictures and posters and some stuff that you saw on my walls at some point or another in my old apartment. But I'll be honest, I'm still having a hard time adapting to this new apartment. I enjoy it. I am very grateful for it. But there's just still a part of me that's still trying to recover from what I'd spent years and years stuck in. It was not fun. It was traumatizing. And I have plans for this part of the wall. I have a big plan that will just help my YouTube channel in a way where it's like it would give myself more personality. It would show more of what's me, while also doing what I basically tried to do in a video that barely even made it to YouTube at all. And that video was supposed to be my premiere into just being a video game player on YouTube, a YouTube gamer. Well, I don't know what the term is called right now. That was Wii Sports. The first original Wii Sports before the Move That Bayleaf thing on Super Mario Maker at one point. Where I tried to do voices, where I tried to show off my plushie collection, which would now include this cute porker. I wish I'd said something different. Look, I am only human. I make mistakes, but at least I can admit when I'm wrong. At least I can admit when I've done something that wasn't good. Like the Sonic and Transformers racing series wasn't good. I would go back and just play that by myself to show the love for that series. But there are things I want to do, and there are things that still need to be done, like the wall back there. But for the umpteenth time, I'm having a hard time trying to commit myself to doing these things. This is what happens when I am a single YouTuber doing everything. I'm not trying to ask you to feel guilty for me. I'm not asking you guys to just say, take your time. I'm just stating the facts. And aside from stating the facts about how the April Fool's Day for 2023 did not pan out as well as it should, that doesn't mean those videos aren't going to be put up at some point. It's just not going to be an April Fool's Day thing. I will still be playing I Want to Be the Bossy, or whatever the heck it's called. I will still be playing the 3DS games that I end up purchasing with my own money, just for the sake of a joke. And I will continue to just put up everything I want to, and everything I should. Old series like Pokemon Fire Red, it will be complete at some point. I will be getting back to Kirby's Adventure, except it won't be Kirby's Adventure, it'll be a completely different game, but it's basically the same gameplay. I will do the Super Mario Marathon with Mario Brothers, Mario Brothers 2 for the US, Mario Brothers 3, and Super Mario World. But it won't always be the same thing. But at the same time, there's these things I want to do, and not just playing brand new video games like The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Had to think about that one for a moment. There are things that I played from my past that I want to showcase, that maybe I haven't played in a long time, and then there's stuff that I've never played before that I may be looking forward to, or just want to play for the sake of playing it, to see what my thoughts are. This channel's not going anywhere, but at the same time, I have to take my time with what I do. Not because I'm spending that time wisely making sure my content is watchable, that it's hilarious, that it's scripted maybe, and that it's something I could be completely proud of. I'm not exactly proud of that Bugsy video. It's funny, but it was real that I didn't realize that I couldn't even play the game. It might have been a bit. It might have looked like it was a bit, and it came off as a bit. But I legitimately did not know I was not going to be able to play that Bugsy game as an emulator. But, jeez, there's just so much to talk about, like I said. I've already mentioned a lot of this, but it all boils down to this. That I still need to take my time. Not because I'm putting quality into my work, but because I'm still trying to adapt. I'm still trying to adapt to this lifestyle, to trying to figure out what I want to do with my content, being able to be in the mindset where I want to do that content, and not choosing to do something else like watch YouTube TV or other things like RP and just anything. It is so hard for me to talk sometimes. And it's so hard for me to just stay focused, I guess. Look, this is a long-winded thing that I'm doing right now that's almost been 15 minutes right now, because thank goodness OBS tells me how long I've been recording or streaming for. But if you take anything away from this, it's that I need time to just be in the right mindset to make videos, to edit videos, to have the time, the commitment, and the energy to do this stuff. And for you guys to know that even if something is gone for a long, long time, like years and years that I haven't made a video for it, unless I state plainly that I am done with whatever it was that I started. I will continue this stuff. I will continue Marble Madness at some point. I will continue... I'm trying to think of other ones that I haven't done in a while. It's like Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Land. There's just so many things. Okay, here's the thing with Super Mario Land for the Game Boy. Now that there's a Game Boy and a GBA setup for Nintendo Switch Online, it makes it harder for me to choose which games outside of the list of games that Nintendo already has that I should do a Let's Play on. There's one in particular. It's for the Super Nintendo, but the version I played is for the Game Boy. I still want to show that Game Boy version, but I'm half afraid that somehow Nintendo's going to decide to put that Game Boy version on the NSO. So, two things that I'm going to say that's outside what I've already said. One, I will continue to make Game Boy and Game Boy Advance content, as well as some point Sega Genesis. Or, no, Sega Game Gear. Genesis as well, but mostly Game Gear I was thinking of. But what I'm going to do is what I almost unintentionally did with Super Mario Land. I will upload one episode, and I will see how well that does. If people give it a time of day, and decide whether or not I'm going to post more, or if I'm going to wait to see if Nintendo posts it on the NSO. And then second, these bare walls, that's not the only thing that needs taken care of. You probably have seen some bags and some garbage behind me. Trust me, this place is not exactly clean. And I have an apartment inspection soon. Like, this week soon. And I need to focus on that. So I'm not going to be able to just upload anything I want. But instead, because I was very, very, very greedy for my birthday, I ended up buying some stuff. Like Lechonk here. But I also end up buying a game that I tried to rent from the library that I once owned, much like Mercury Revolution, which I will showcase at my channel at some point, and that I've been preparing to do for a while on my YouTube channel. You have seen the sequel to it several times over, including in live streams, but I finally decided to purchase a copy again, and that is what you're going to see the whole entire week. Ow. And that game is Korimpa Marble Mania. Not to be confused with Marble Madness. That is a completely different game and not related to this. Think of Super Monkey Ball, except a lot more chill in a way. I've been wanting to play this for a while. This goes into my collection of nostalgic games like Amazing Island, another one I want to continue at some point. But to be honest, I'm a little sidetracked with what character they even make, so it's kind of prolonging the process. But this is another game I've wanted to showcase on my channel for a while. I tried to rent this from the library, and for some reason, I don't know, they just didn't. They didn't tell me why they didn't. They don't acknowledge that I even asked for it, that I even requested it. But I bought my own copy, and I'm going to be playing it obsessively today, so I can just upload episodes throughout the entire week for this game while I am busy trying to create the apartment that not only my landlord wants to see, but that I have wanted to see. I don't know why I showed the back of the box. It's not the actual back of the box, because this is like from a rental place, the Game Vault. Do you guys know about the Game Vault? I don't. I don't know. I only know about Best Buy, but I've been ranting for a while. I'm just going to leave off on one more note. I keep gesturing over and over and over again to this blank wall because it symbolizes where my channel is now. It looks better than what it was. It's a fresh new start, but it is missing a lot. It needs more TLC. It needs more dedication. This blank wall is my channel. That's not to say that there isn't other things outside the blank wall, like this Pikachu display over here, and some other things that may or may not be able to be identified from this camera angle. But this wall's still too blank. It's still missing a lot. And I plan to fill it. I plan to do something with this wall that looks nice, and possibly with my YouTube channel in general. I have plans. It's just trying to get myself to go through with these plans and having what I need to make those plans happen. If I want this cute piggy, or the other piggy that's probably somewhere in my bedroom right now, to have a place to sit and be part of the show without being just a part of the thumbnail or the transparent logo over there, I need to get the materials to do something. I'm talking a shelf. I'm talking about a way to hold the shelf up. And I'm talking about all those posters that, yeah, I'm pointing the right way, that you cannot see, that need to go somewhere in my apartment. Winter is over. I'm done trying to survive from the summer I had last year. It's almost been a year since I've had this new apartment, with very little fanfare in some ways, but at the same time also maybe a little too much. It's time to move on. It's time for another channel update. And I'm not talking about one of the vocal ones I'm making. I'm talking about a full-blown, over 1 minute trailer video about how this channel is going to evolve once again and get to the point where it can be more watchable to other people that watch other popular gamers. I will probably never get into that lineup of popular gamers, but I'm just doing this for the sake of doing it, for providing my history with games and showcasing how much I love video games and all other types of digital media that at some point I will showcase. I'm one person, but I want to share my passion. That's it. And it will help if I can get to 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subscriptions. I'm not going to try to plug this too much. I already talked about my whole Pokemon Go nonsense thing, but in case this hasn't come out clear enough, the 500 of you that subscribed because I made these videos of music from Nintendo games that absolutely no one else on YouTube was posting for the longest time, I'm grateful to you all, but this channel has changed. I don't feel like I earned those viewers. I believe at least 500 of those viewers do not watch me for my recent content. Ever since I switched to making videos about Super Mario Maker, Pokemon Fire Red, Pokemon Sun, and I Want to Be a Freaking Guy, as well as other projects, I don't think they stayed for the long haul. but they didn't leave either. So even when I get to 1,000 viewers, it will not feel that good to me because I got viewers for the wrong reason. My channel used to be something else before I changed it because I lost the one thing that was letting me make those videos to begin with. You know, the VCR DVD recorder thing. So if you guys truly like my content, I'm not just asking you to subscribe. I'm not just asking you to ring the notification bell because YouTube sucks, along with a lot of other things in the world. I'm also asking you to just comment to me, to talk to me, to tell me what you miss, what you like seeing from me. I want interaction. And even though I'm horrible with Discord now, like to a point where I almost want to abandon the platform, I want to know that there's people that enjoy my content. Otherwise, if I'm making this content, it is for myself. It is to remind me of the person I am, despite the turmoil I've gone through sometimes. I have not exactly had the happiest of childhoods. It's not been the worst of childhoods. Trust me, I know there are plenty of worse situations. But there have been some twists and turns that have just kind of mangled my mind in a way. But at the same time, in the core of it all, the core of my heart, the core of my very soul, my very person I am and that I've evolved into, I still have the same hobbies, the same passion, and the same quirks I have always and will always have growing up and getting older. And I just want to share that with people because in the end, I'm lonely. I don't have an actual pet. I don't have a person that loves me. I'm not sure if I'll ever find a person that will truly love me and let me be in a healthy relationship, especially since I have trauma from my parents' relationship, which I will not get into right now. It's just, I'm doing the best I can as an individual single bachelor who doesn't work for pennies and is just doing this for the fun of it. I'm just doing what I like doing when I feel like I can do it. And if I can find people that appreciate that and enjoy that and don't look down on me or become toxic towards me or take advantage of me, which I've been dealing with my entire life, then that's all I could ask for. It's just viewers like you who enjoy my content. So just comment. That's all I'm asking. Just comment. Let me know you do enjoy my content. Let me know you're there. Because those 500, 700, 800, whatever amount of subscribers I have is just a number to me. Because I barely hear from them. But if I can hear from you watching right now, who I may or may not talk to on a regular basis, that would mean the world to me. It really would. So, thank you for watching my content. Thank you for watching this stupid, almost 30-minute video because I just have no filter and I don't script out my videos. And I hope you are looking forward to all the content from my past and my future to come, including Marble Mania, which I will be dedicating an entire week to this week, starting tomorrow. Otherwise, I have a lot of cleaning up to do. I have to do something with that wall over there. I have to clean up the rest of my apartment, get rid of that Walmart bag that's right behind me. and just make my place, my life, and my platform all the better. To evolve, to become a better person, and to just advance. I'm making this sound corny. I'm hearing myself. Like I said, no scripting. To just make my life and my content better. For me, for you, and for everyone else that may or may not find this content that you, the viewer, may share with other people. I'm not trying to be famous right now. I'm just trying to find people that enjoy the same things I've been doing. I've been doing that my entire life. I made a board game group that I tried to do at my library, and I barely got anyone to show up. I just want to find people like me. I'm not trying to date anyone. I'm just trying to find people that enjoy what I do and share in the experiences as much as I could share with them. At some point, I will probably get overloaded with viewers, maybe, and it will become overwhelming to me. But if there's just people out there who truly care about the person I am and the content I post, let me know you're out there. Just thank you for watching this. And I wish I had a better way to end this whole giant conversation I just had. And probably also wish I had changed a few lines that I said. Again, not scripted. I'm not looking at any... I'm looking at the camera. I'm trying to. If I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the picture right here that is my face on OBS, thinking that's where the camera's located when the camera's located over here, and I'm just making this super awkward. I am human, okay? I'm a human who can be funny, who can be cringy, who can sometimes be a little hard to watch, but I am human, okay? I'm doing the best I can with no malicious intent at all. I am just trying to be happy, okay? That's really what it is. I'm making this YouTube content in hopes that makes me happy. Because it is hard to find the same joy I used to have. Whether it's because I'm growing up, whether it's because I'm learning of things, or because the world is changing. You know, COVID season. I'm just trying to be happy. That's all I will ever try to do. That is my only goal in life. From birth to death, I'm just trying to find ways to be happy. And I hope my content also makes you happy through the good and bad times. It's not always going to be the best of my content. I know this. I've ranted a lot, which has kind of ruined some of the Let's Plays for me. And I'm just trying to be me. I'm trying to just do what I can and just be the best person I can be. Learn from my mistakes and get better. And I hope that's what happens with the channel, that it gets better. We've come a long way from me using a flip video camera to record all my content and using a webcam on my laptop to record a reaction video. We've come a long way from that. I've come a long way from that. But there's still things that I can do for my channel to make it better. And I hope you stay for that in the long haul. Let me know you're enjoying this content. And regardless of where those 500 plus people are watching this video right now, thank you to all the subscribers. And here is to 500 more. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers. It will still be only a number to me. I don't expect to ever reach 1 million. But 1,000 is already a huge milestone. I still won't feel like I earned it, but it will still make me feel good in the long haul. I'm just going all over the place with this conversation, but I've said my pinpoints for the most part. If there's anything I forgot, Maybe I'll write it down. Maybe I'll finally mention it again. We'll just have to see. Just stay tuned for whatever comes out. And for my evolution as a person and as this platform and this channel. And as the apartment walls over there, they're playing. We'll fill them up. We'll make it look better. Till then, and until my next episodes, I'm finally going to do my outro. So, on behalf of Blitz, sleeping in the bedroom, and my lechonk, and just everyone watching, this has been Wii2PLAY. I got nothing left to say, so I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there, and I will catch ya later.